All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback.
Ready.
56, Mike, 56. Let's go, team.
Go. Now.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Bengals. 44 yards.
On the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Mike Burton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. He was brought down there by Will Parks.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
57's the mic.
Hey, echo.
On 2nd down, Minshew. He's going to rifle one, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we are tied at 7. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, stand off.
Check 50, check 50.
Fight.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Ready? 44, 44. Mike, 44. Hey. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. 8 read.
I'm coming after you. Switch.
Bam. Hey.
Check 4.
Look at me. Zipper.
He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is brought in at the 21. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Yep.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check 61, matchbox lights. Now.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Here we go. 18 gain. Hey, high 7. Yes.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Leonard Fournette. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Ready?
The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. These two teams all tied after one. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Check.
Get it.
Fournette. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Double time.
Fournette running right. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
50 seconds to Mike. There we go.
Go.
Here's Minshew. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
22 jet bomber.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Check three. Check three.
Hey, Alpha. 5.
2nd and 1. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
I got it. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Big ass.
Move.
No.
They'll drop the throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Go.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready up.
57 to Mike.
Bravo.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike.
Look at me. Zipper.
Just like that. 57's Mike.
Snap.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
You better talk to your boy. You better talk to your boy. Protect him.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
Yep.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 2nd up in Seattle. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
Check safety. Check safety. Shift. Switch it.
Now. Ready.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator. General West.
Check 52.
Hey, Foxtrot. Get it.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, 52.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
On the double. Go, go.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Get your swerve on. 57.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
You go, night.
Go. Nice.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. He's going to fire one deep over into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
So the first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 49.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
The
Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
50 seconds to mine. Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
50 seconds. Mike, snap.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Completes it to Lee. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Yo, go.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 38-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Hey, orbit. Hey. Ready.
Minshew sets to throw. Complete to Jones. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Set. 94. Hey. Get.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Caught by Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Now Minshew. Guys, man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Julio Jones. His second touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line.
Come on,
the Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Mixon with a first down carry. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now!
Back to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll get this out wide to Boyd. The 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bengals are in for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Set 10 logo.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hurry.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big gain there on 3rd and long.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Bengals have recovered it.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Come. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. He's tired of me.
Get it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, check 20.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, You tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Bailey got the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field is, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
Yeah, it would be a pretty amazing comeback, but we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
Looking deep for Julio. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
He's coming, double up.
Good.
Joker.
Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Looking to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will get him one closer. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Shoot.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On the run, it's Fournette. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Hey!
Guys, it's game situation.
Twist on travel. Get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught at the 8. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. This is taken around the 12.
We play to win. Let's go.
Let's go now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man is Ross, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Ready, set.
44 is the mic. Here we go, T. Here I come. Here I come.
Go, go.
Bang, 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 bang. 44, Mike, 44. Here we go, D. Hey, just go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Jags grab it. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that pushes the lead up to 23. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down.
Watch the ship.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each.
This is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Jacksonville, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles